It is my profound honor to be the first president in history to attend the March for Life. We're here for a very simple reason: to defend the right of every child, born and unborn, to fulfill their God-given potential.
Give me your straightforward position on the issue of abortion.
My position is in line with Roe v. Wade, that women have a constitutional right to make these most intimate and personal and difficult decisions based on their conscience, their faith, their family, their doctor, and that it is something that really goes to the core of privacy. And I want to maintain that constitutional protection under Roe v. Wade. As you know, there is room for reasonable kinds of restrictions after a certain point in time. I think the life, the health of the mother are clear, and those should be included even as one moves on in pregnancy.
When or if doesn't?
So I've had the same position for many years.
When or if does an unborn child have constitutional rights?
Well, under our laws currently, that is not something that exists. The unborn person doesn't have constitutional rights. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't do everything we possibly can in the vast majority of instances to, help a mother who is carrying a child and wants to make sure that child will be healthy, to have appropriate medical support. It doesn't mean that you don't do everything possible to try to fulfill your obligations, but it does not include sacrificing the woman's right to make decisions. And I think that's an important distinction that under Roe v. Wade we've had enshrined under our Constitution.
You had said you're for you think there are room for some restrictions. So is it fair to say that women don't always have a full right to choose?
Well, under Roe v. Wade, that is the law. And as I said, I support the reasoning and the outcomes in Roe v. Wade. So in the third trimester of pregnancy, there is room for looking at the life and the health of the mother. Now, most people, not all Republicans, not all conservatives, even agree with the life of the mother, but most do. Where the distinction comes in is the health of the mother. And when you have candidates running for president who say that there should be no exceptions, not for rape, not for incest, not for health, then I think you've got pretty extreme. And my view has always been, this is a choice. It is not a mandate. I have traveled all over the world. I have seen what happens when governments make these decisions, whether it was forced sterilization, forced abortion in China, or forced childbearing in communist Romania. So I don't think that we should be allowing the government to make decisions that really properly belong to the individual.
Of silence.
What's your name?
Kaylin Ashley Mayo.
And how old are you, Kaylin?
I just turned 4.
Oh! And are you from New York?
I'm from America.
Good God! So, what are you going to do for us today? Sing. Okay. Does it make you happy to sing? Do you really enjoy it?
Yes.
When you're ready, you can start to sing, okay? All right, then.
Lullaby, it helps to sing while sleeping underneath the same big sky. Somewhere out there, if love can see us through, then we'll be together somewhere out there, out where dreams come true.
I have to tell you something. You remembered all the words. You're very good at following the melody of the song. It was really well done.
Whoa, Kaylin. I mean, I'm just thinking you might be the best 4-year-old singer in the world. Yeah. David, what do you think?
Just turned 4.
Yes.
And, sweetheart, when did you start singing?
Since I was 1.
Fantastic.
Okay, now, Kaylin,
What?
this is now very serious business. You understand that, okay?
Yes.
Possibly, you might be able to go through to the next stage of the competition, which is in Las Vegas. Now, what do you think of that?
Good.
Yeah? Okay, well, we're going to have a vote now. David?
My vote is yes.
would really, really love it if you would come to Las Vegas with us. I would love
Taylor, guess what? You're going to Las Vegas.
Go hug your mommy and daddy.
Unbelievable.
Did he also now Cleo?
I could hear it from him. You have a great voice. I love hearing you sing.
So 4-year-old.
Second trimester D&E abortions perform between roughly 14 and 24 weeks of gestation. Your patient today is 17 years old. She's 22 weeks pregnant. Her baby is the length of your hand plus a couple of inches. And she's been feeling her baby kick for the last several weeks. She's asleep on an operating room table. You walk into that operating room scrubbed and gowned, and after removing laminaria, you introduce a suction catheter into the uterus. This is a 14 French suction catheter. If she were 12 weeks pregnant or less, basically the width of your hand or smaller, you could basically do the entire procedure with this. But babies this big don't fit through catheters this size. After suctioning the amniotic fluid out from around the baby, you introduce an instrument called the Sofer clamp. It's about 13 inches long. It's made of stainless steel. The business end of this clamp is about 2.5 inches long and a ½ inch wide. There are rows of sharp teeth. This is a grasping instrument. When it gets a hold of something, it does not let go. A D&E procedure is a blind abortion, so picture yourself introducing this and grabbing anything you can blindly and pull, and I do mean hard, and out pops a leg about that big, which you put down on the table next to you. Reach in again, pull out an arm about the same length, which you put down on the table next to you. And use this instrument again and again to tear out the spine, the intestines, the heart and lungs. Head on the baby that size is about the size of a large plum. Can't see it, but you pretty good idea you've got it if you've got your instrument around something and your fingers are spread about as far as they go. You know you did it right if you crush down on the instrument and white material runs out of the cervix. That was the baby's brains. Then you could pull out skull pieces. And you have a day like I had a lot of times. Sometimes a little face comes back and stares back at you. Congratulations, you just successfully performed a second trimester D&E abortion. You just affirmed her right to choose.
One more question, Dr. Levatino. Why did you end your practice of doing abortions?
I did over 1,200 abortions over a 4-year period in private practice, not counting the ones that I did during my training. I met my wife during my first year of training at Albany Medical Center. We got married about a year later and found that we had an infertility problem. After years of failed infertility treatment and several years trying to adopt a child, we were blessed with adopting a little girl that we named Heather in August of 1978. As sometimes happens in those situations, my wife got pregnant the very next month, and we had 2 children 10 months apart. 2 months short of my daughter Heather's 6th birthday, she was killed in an auto accident and literally died in her arms in the back of an ambulance. Anyone who has children might think they have some idea of what that feels like, but unless you've been through it yourself, you have no idea whatsoever. I know people find it hard to believe, but what do you do after disaster? You bury your child and then you go back to your life. And I don't remember exactly how long it was after my daughter died that I showed up at Albany Medical Center OR number 9 to perform my first second trimester D&E abortion. I wasn't thinking of it as anything special. This was routine to me. But I reached in, literally pulled out an arm or leg and got sick. You know, earlier on I described stacking up body parts on the side of the table. It's not to, gross people out, to use a simple term. When you do an abortion, you need to keep inventory. You have to make sure you get 2 arms and 2 legs and all the pieces. If you don't, your patient's going to come back infected, bleeding, or dead. So I soldiered on and finished that abortion. And I know it sounds, as I said, hard for people to believe, but I'm telling you straight up my experience. You know, after over 1,200 abortions, first and second trimester up to 24 weeks and all the rest of it, and being very dedicated to it, for the first time in my life I really looked. I really looked at that pile of body parts on the side of the table. And I didn't see her wonderful right to choose, and I didn't see all the money I just made. All I could see was somebody's son or daughter. And I stopped doing late-term abortions after that, and several months later stopped doing all abortions.
Thank you.
very special guest coming all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania tonight. I'd like to ask that young man to come up on the stage right now. His name is Avery. Show him what you got, mate.
Boys 7 years old, let's hear it.
Almost 500,000 kids run away each year. Most of them within the first 48 hours will be lured towards prostitution in some form or fashion.
The average age of entry into commercial sexual exploitation is 12 to 13 in the U.S.
It's hard to break them out of that when they do get under control of a pimp.
And I want to thank you all for being here as we mark the 20th anniversary of Trafficking Victims Protection Act.
My name is Cammie, and I'm 17 years old.
Seen them as young as 11. I think our average age that we're seeing is somewhere between 18 and 21. The average age nationwide for introduction to the lifestyle is 13. Almost 500,000 kids run away each year. Most of them within the first 48 hours will be lured towards prostitution in some form or fashion. Within the first 48 hours of being out in the street, we have kind of a saying in Vice that for every year that they're involved in prostitution is equal to a dog year, or how that relationship with a dog year, human years are. So adds about 7 years to their life.
you up and over and cry.
Oh man, this is not that class.
Sparrows alive. Looks like we're done for the day.
No way.
Where do you think you're going?
Come on, kitty, let's take her to the mountains.
Ain't no sense in running.
Almost there.
See you on the other side.
Okay, this is it. Now! Let's go!
Holy sh...
Alright, kitty, let's get our mouse. Sidewinders up!
You gotta be kidding me.
Viper, your ace, pal. Yeehaw, that's game.
Nice flying, you got me. Looks like you'll be a Thundercat after all.
This investigation of Planned Parenthood is based on false premises, one after another after another. It's time to stop wasting time, get on with meaningful work, and stop picking on women and trying to take their choice away. I yield back the balance of my time.